Hi, I'm Sam Thurgan and welcome to my 2 Minutes Parasha. In this week's Sidra of Korach, we have the challenge of defending against democracy. Not defending democracy, which is one of the almost taken for granted values of the Western world, but Korach, who is putting forward an idea of democracy, a proposal of democracy. We do not want the Moshe Rabbeinu dictatorship anymore. We want everyone to be able to choose who their leaders should be and how they should live. And we come out from the Parsha with a sense that Korach was incorrect. Now we need to understand what's wrong with democracy. Why is that such a bad idea? Is that not something that's very good? And I think we need to remember what Winston Churchill said, that democracy is the worst system of government except for all of the other forms. In other words, whenever you have people coming together to try to manage a large group, which is what politics is, whenever you have power and people trying to have things done their way, you are going to inevitably run into problems because some of the ideas are going to be bad ideas and some of the people are going to be bad people. The advantage of democracy is that at least there's a way out. It's true you might have the bad people with the bad ideas, but you also have the ability to get rid of them. Whereas once it's a dictatorship or something like that, it's kind of luck of the draw. You got a great one, fantastic. You got a terrible one, that's not so good. So when we are locked into a human-only system, then democracy seems to us to be the least bad, although, as we've seen in recent years, that democracy certainly in and of itself does not lead to peace and tranquility within a country. You need greater values than that holding us together. But coming to the point that we see with Moshe himself is that here it's a little bit different. Because Moshe is not just a dictator for life because he wants to be. He was explicitly chosen and designated by Hashem for that role. That is the greatest of all. Imagine if you could have a leader who God himself has decided is the best leader, is the correct person for the task. Now, since we normally don't have that, we don't go running for dictatorships. But the point that I want to make is, so many of our cherished values we take for granted without really thinking about it. Why is it that this is important? Why is it that this is the way we think it should be done? Why is it that the Torah here is suggesting something different? And ultimately the answer is because the supreme value of the Torah is not democracy, but is service of Hashem, goodness, kindness. Different political systems can be suited at different times to achieve that goal. But the goal is not liot am demokrati, to be a democratic Jewish people. The goal is liot am kadosh, to be a holy people. Shabbat shalom.